Alright guys, hello and welcome back to Let's Replay Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars, and I can't think what we're actually doing at the minute. I think we have to go and get the tripod. So we're going to do that now. Um, we're also going to talk to Lobino as well, because then we're going to have two places we can go to, and I'm going to go to, if I get all this done in Paris, then I won't have to worry about it later. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the first session of the replay. I loved editing these videos. I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun. And yeah, uh, it was really good. I'm glad to be back. Another 10 videos. I might actually do it because I'm gonna make this second session a little bit longer than the first. I think you could safely say that the first was kind of like testing things out with shorter videos, but I think I can do longer videos.
You have left it very late, monsieur.
Late for what?
Anything. I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like
Why not?
it.
You don't believe in.
Oh, it may. Oh,
Well, what?
this. Bye.
Scary.
All right.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Thanks for your help. Pardon me.
Not him.
Oui, monsieur?
Forget.
Oh, not him. Urgh!
Forget it. Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
This friend who has the manuscript,
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
she lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I
Of course, I didn't send him round earlier, did I? Damn it.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Shit. Okay. Scratch that idea.
High above me was a window. The rod turned.
Come on, George.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobino.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, monsieur.
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Come on!
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Push it then. I love that scene. So funny.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing. Yeah, but the...
No, he didn't.
You mean... It was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish we're supposed... And how...
Done.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. Aren't you going to try putting the gem on the tripod?
I guess
I love the way she talks like that. So funny.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
The gem fits perfectly, but...
Maybe the trap...
There's nothing on the manual.
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all.
Oh, I couldn't just give it to
It was
him.
lovely to see him again. He was... It's not... He made a sketch of the night's...
I sure hope. I have to go.
Already? You only just arrived.
Time and time.
Okay.
Right, so I just want to sort of move things along a little bit. But as I said at the start of the video, I'm going to start doing these for about half an hour now. I think too much is just too much. But I'm going to try and if I can get the game done. Well, I said that I was going to try and get Marie done in one video, but because of this, I've got problems with this control because it's really hard to control this. So it's going to make things on there's a certain bit in Marie later that I think I'm going to find difficult, and I might die a few times. Hopefully I won't. But this game's it just feels a lot more slower than the director's cut. It just feels more not as fluid. It doesn't flow as much. The remaster game flows a bit better. But what they did with the remaster, they took out a lot of the funny things that made the original so good. Go and talk to Andre! Why do you keep fucking stopping and not doing it? The input on this controller is shit.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
What's with the long face?
Haven't you heard?
No kidding.
So many...
A A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey.
Yeah.
Ooh. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're
Oui, of course.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self...
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
All right. So we can go to Spain if we want to, but I want to get Marib at least up and open, because then we can go to Marib's directly. After we've been to Spain, we can then go to Marib. Or Marib. Go to the fucking exit! I don't know if I can do it yet, though. I have to see. Hold on. Yep, I can.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master in centuries past. Witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do.
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Catch you later. An architectural echo of the gallows that once used to stand here. Excuse me, officer.
And how may I help you?
What do you think of the juggler?
Ah,
But he's blocked.
so? If he wants to block it, who am...
You're a cop.
Ah, oui.
So you're not going to do anything about this guy.
No.
He probably doesn't even have...
Ah, a license.
So what do you...
The instant I...
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his con...
Does this red...
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would... And not...
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plain-clothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
Does this red nose mean...
No.
I'll see you around?
Oui, monsieur.
Hi again.
Oui?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash...
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon. The juggler was speechless with rage. And without... And left in a few... Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing. There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that?
I love that. George is just so sort of like blunt and to the point. He doesn't give a shit about, you know. There's another actually funny bit in the sewer here, which actually I'm going to show off because it's actually pretty funny. Oh, hang on. Can I do it?
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily. Now, I wasn't so sure.
Okay, it's long jump time. Here goes. Do I look crazy or something?
Yep.
Okay, it's long jump time. Here goes. Do I look crazy or something?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
Yeah, and we're not going to fuck around with this.
Hey, that's hollow. It was time for some brutal destruction. close-up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through, and behind it were some cogs and a lever. Here goes. Hey, cool! Inside the hole, I could see one of the cogs had come loose and jammed the mechanism solid.
All right, so the bit where we actually listen to the Templars, I'm not gonna listen to all of it. I will be skipping some of it because it's fucking long.
There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light.
In the beginning was the end. An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness. In the end will be a beginning. An end to our enemies heralds our new day. Report.
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts.
I think that's
We have
Petra.
successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost.
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the search. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have eight? When Philippe attempted to destroy the order, we lost the sword. Now, but time is short. Not now.
Yes, we will find Baphomet and the sword manuscript. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a
The one to the left of the one talking is Eklund.
On my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you?
We already know three. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
Alright, so I'm going to continue because I just want to get through this bit because it's rather long and winded.
This will be our last meeting in Paris. I hope that I don't. Without it, our endeavors. With the sword, the new millennium will belong. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess.
Oh, thank God it's over. I love that face that George pulls. Off they go. And now we can go down to the bottom. Come on, George, fucking go down! God's sake, this input on this controller is so bad. Come on!
The light falling from above struck the gem, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B, Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck.
We'll find out. In fact, Nico's going to tell us in a minute.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called... The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding...
But now we have got him.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I set up the gem. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead.
You're not thinking of...
Why not?
This guy's a... That reminds me...
Okay.
I'll send...
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, George.
Alright, so I'm actually going to finish off the video on the map screen, or on the map screen of, not of Rougerie. I might have to change my controller because the inputs of this controller doesn't register very well. I have to really press the button. I'm not going to do another video after this. I'm going to have a break. Alright, let's save the game here. Save it a hard save. I might change over to the PC version because this is just giving me a lot of problems, this run. And I just think that if I can get the save data in, or I'll have to start the game all over again, which I don't really want to have to do. I want to try and complete this PS1 version if I can. I don't think I'm going to do Broken Sword 2 straight afterwards. To be honest, I think it might be a bit too much, especially with the input delay. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.